backpack. All right, what's up, guys?
I knew something was wrong when I stopped wanting to play music. If you watch any of my previous content, music in some form is a main character. Losing interest in music was just one of the many distortions of my former self that I was experiencing at the time. In Japan, I did have good people around me. I don't blame them, and I don't blame Japan for what happened to me. I was suffering internally, and I just didn't tell anyone for a long time. There's a song by Relient K called Who I Am Hates Who I've Been, and at that point, that's pretty much how I felt. I didn't at all like the person who I was, and that's what ultimately caused like my spiral thinking, my trouble sleeping, and my inability to live life in an emotionally and mentally healthy way. I was someone who didn't know how to set boundaries, and looking back, my recovery was sort of taking care of myself in all the ways that I should have all along. From my experience, mental illness, like physical illness, requires like maybe not the same type of treatment, but maybe a close parallel. And for both cases, you might combine several strategies to help you recover. When you're sick with the flu, for example, like you're told to drink medicine, you're told to get plenty of rest, you're told to drink water, so you can appropriately like apply all of these methods together and over time increase your recovery rate and get over the flu. For something like my own depression and anxiety, looking back, I tried to counter their effects with several forms of recovery and self-care. Like I took walks, I played video games, I drank coffee, I tried to play guitar when I could, I journaled, I read books, I talked to my brothers and sisters a lot, and I caught up with friends. These are all pretty mundane activities that I personally enjoyed doing, but I think that's what I needed to get myself out of my room and into life again. I thought I was seeking to become happy. Soon I realized that my goal wasn't so much to become happy again, but more so to find peace within my own skin. I wanted to be able to enjoy my own company again and to sit and be at rest just being by myself. Happiness is a good thing, but even people who aren't depressed aren't happy all the time. I wanted peace within myself because peace allows me to have happiness, and it also helps me live my life and respond appropriately to all my other emotions. Now, everything, and I mean everything I just said, is easier said than done. And I was fortunate to be in a place with people who understood that I was struggling and who would help me along the way. And I know that might not be the case for everybody. There was a lot of convincing myself to go on a walk or to go to a coffee shop or to play one more game of League of Legends just because it would be good for me. And there was also the need to convince myself that something good for me means it was something worth doing. I don't know everyone's situation. This is just what worked for me and what I hope could work for you if you need it. So it is easier said than done, but I also believe these things are better done than not. And I believe that doing things that sustain us, develop us, and cause us to become more self-aware and self-appreciative are routine and necessary for self-care because they help us keep peace within ourselves. So through doing the mundane stuff you love and ultimately seeking peace, I offer that these are the ways that I'm defeating depression.